everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to make a video centering around Father's Day. Sorry, I couldn't tell if it was in focus or not. It's kind of sideways. I got this new camera stand and it doesn't want to align. Okay. So yesterday was Father's Day. I hope you all enjoyed the day. In my most recent blog post, I talk about how Father's Day can be very difficult for a lot of people, but it helps to focus on the people in your life that have loved and supported you unconditionally, and as well as our Father in heaven, who loves us as his children always. So a little bit about my story. My dad passed away 4 years ago, so seeing everyone post about their dad or what they're doing with him or all of this stuff, I was really angry for a long time and I held a lot of resentment. And I'm just now starting to heal from that. So everyone is just on their own timelines and on their own journeys that other people don't know about. So it's even more important on holidays like this to be kind to other people because you don't know what they're dealing with. So yesterday, my mom and I, we went to the beach because it was one of my dad's favorite things to do. So it was just like a nice way to honor him. So we went to the beach and it was my first time being at the beach as an out trans person. So I feel like for me, my journey, I don't know if I've ever really thought about having dysphoria, but there are definitely parts of my body and clothing that I wear that make me uncomfortable, and that makes it a lot harder to do certain things. And that's kind of also what I wanted to talk about in this video. I think that in the past, I was totally fine with wearing like low-cut swimsuits and girly things like that. I think that I kind of pushed a part of myself down for so long, and so for a while those things were fine for me. I have always had issues with my body because I'm a heavier person, so it's always been hard for me finding swimwear and things like that. But I think as I've grown and as I've accepted more parts of my identity and realized where some of those body issues were coming from, like realizing that they were coming from a part of my queerness, it's made it a lot harder to find swimwear or things that are traditionally more revealing that fit well and make me feel good in my own skin. So of course I searched on YouTube and for articles about trans guys in the summer things that trans guys wear. I don't know, because I feel like in the winter it was so easy to like just throw in a binder, put on a bunch of layers. You can't see my chest. I feel good because I feel slim. And that was that. And it bothered me less if you read me as a woman or as a man because I felt good in my own skin. But summer has been very challenging. And I feel like the articles that I found about what trans people wear to the beach and things like that have not really helped me in my journey. I think some of that information is very important. If you do feel comfortable and you want to wear, you know, a binder you can swim into the beach, or a t-shirt or a rash guard. I know from the research that I've done, GC2B, I buy their binders all the time. I think they're the best. You can swim in those, and that's awesome if you are comfortable and confident with that choice of beachwear. For me, I am not. I feel weird wearing more clothes at the beach. I think that I grew up in an environment where I was told to embrace all that I am and that I didn't need to wear a lot of clothes to the beach. So it would, I'm not saying that that's bad, but I'm saying that if I suddenly switched to wearing a lot of clothes at the beach, it would be strange for the people who know me and for my family. So I think a part of my discomfort too is dressing myself in a way that I feel comfortable, but also that's making other people feel comfortable, which can be really problematic. But I think that in certain situations, much like this one where I'm going to the beach with my mom, I want to make her feel comfortable so that we have a good day. So I'm doing a little extra work, but I think it's worth it for me in my narrative. So anyways, I don't feel comfortable wearing a binder to the beach. I think that it is hard to breathe in. It's too hot. I want a tan. I don't want to have weird squared tan lines. No. Cool. I also I feel kind of weird wearing board shorts because I feel like, honestly, the swimwear I've found has been so gendered. It's a little ridiculous. Like, the swimsuits for women are very low cut and they're very revealing and they accentuate parts of my body that I want to hide, honestly. And then the men's swimwear is like super masculine and it's got like random ass patterns on it. And like, yeah, so it's been difficult. So what I ended up wearing, and I felt so good in it. How I started is really like how I had to think about like, okay, how am I seeing myself and what image do I want to portray, which I think helped me a lot to figure out, like what I'm going to feel comfortable in wearing and what I'm going to feel is, fashion forward and just looking good. So I really see myself as a flamboyant man, I guess. Like, if we're gonna like be really gendered, like I see people who were born male but are very feminine, and I see myself in that. So I think I wanted to model my beachwear after people like that I was seeing on social media or on YouTube. So I bought these board shorts. They're so cute, I think. They're like this purpley maroon color. They're from Primark. If you live in the Boston area, there's one in Downtown Crossing and there's also one in the Burlington Mall. I love Primark, honestly. Like, they're so cheap and the menswear is so, like, it's well made, it's inexpensive, and it's all just basic. Like, there's not a lot of patterns, just solid colors. Like, that's what I really enjoy. So I bought these board shorts. They're like a maroony purple color, like a wine, and they kind of hit me right in the middle of my thigh, which I think is perfect for me because they're not so short that they're read as like women's shorts, but they're also not so long that I drown in them. They make me look really short. So that was perfect. I carry most of my weight in my stomach. So another thing that it was really important for me is these shorts, they have like a really soft elastic band. So they don't cut into my stomach or like create extra rolls. They kind of just sit where I want them to sit, which is so good. So I wore those and I felt really great in them. They're like the perfect amount of baggy. It's a game finding clothes that fit like that, and it's what you feel comfortable in. And then for a top, I wore just a plain black bikini top that I got at Target, also really cheap. I think at the end of the day, I wasn't so comfortable in the top, but I think that it was simple enough that I felt like people weren't staring at me or like making judgments, and I felt like I didn't stand out or anything. So I think that allowed me to forget that I was exposing so much skin, or that the shape of my chest was so visible to everyone around me. Yeah. And I think like just keeping things simple and monotone and wearing colors that I felt comfortable in was really important for me. I love black. I wear a lot of black clothes, and yeah, just basic colors was really good. And I think that's what made me feel comfortable throughout the day. Yeah, honestly, what you wear to the beach, what you wear in your everyday life, it's up to you. It's what makes you feel comfortable and what makes you feel valid and who you are. And that's the most important thing, that you feel valid. Clothing does not categorize you into like, I'm wearing boy shorts and a rash guard, so I'm 100% trans. Like, it doesn't work like that. Just because I had a bikini top on yesterday doesn't mean that I'm not trans. And just because you feel comfortable in a skirt also does not mean that you're not trans. You just wear what makes you feel good. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Yeah. I think for me, I'm the biggest critic of myself, and that makes it really hard to find clothes that I like and to feel like I look good. So I think that sometimes remembering that helps me too, that I'm always judging myself more than other people are judging me. But it's different for everyone, and everyone's journey is different, and you have to find what makes you feel good, which can be a lot of really kind of hard trial and error. So if that was at all helpful to you, or you just like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content every week. Thanks for watching.